It's super in Arizona. What's happening, guys? Today I am in Glendale, Arizona. Today, guys, we're gonna do another apartment tour. But what's special about today's video is that we're gonna do this on the affordable living. I have an inside that's going to give us the ins and outs of this income-based housing. Anyway, this is Glendale. I'm here roughly on, what was that? 45th Avenue and Ocotillo, and I'm in like that part of Glendale that we kind of all heard about. You know, that part of Glendale, not the millionaire part. This is the housing unit that we're at. I'm not sure if these right here are part of it, but we're gonna go down the street. We're gonna meet my tour guide. She's gonna tell us everything, show us around. And let me tell you, this neighborhood you definitely hear a lot about, but it's better to hear from the horse's mouth. So anyway, let's go meet this young lady that's gonna show us around, and we jump right into this video.
Jennifer, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Jen. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good, doing good. Wow.
This is my home.
Nice place.
Yeah. They got remodeled a couple years ago.
Okay.
So they've been upgraded.
Come on, I want you to show me around. How old are you, Jen?
I'm 29.
Where are you from?
Born and raised here in Phoenix.
Are you?
Yeah.
All right, native.
Yes.
Did you grow up here in Glendale?
No, I grew up on the north side, like 40th Street in Union, and I moved to Glendale probably when I was like 6.
When about 6 years old?
Yeah.
Okay,
so
so
Glendale and like Levine area.
Okay.
So between the two ever since.
So we got a nice kitchen here.
Got a kitchen, fridge, lots of cabinet space. I was actually surprised when I moved in.
Mm-hmm.
Because where I lived before, on like 59th and Bethany, they didn't have any cabinet space.
It looks like you have all brand new appliances too.
Yes.
So you
Some of
got
the other apartments, they have flat stoves, which is fine.
Okay.
But this was brand new when I moved in. So these two closets are also storage. So all the boxes, like the totes that I didn't throw away, they're usually in these closets. Never had any issues as far as my appliances. Like I said, when I moved in, everything was new.
You got a new dishwasher.
Yeah, I don't
Mic.
use my dishwasher, but yeah.
You know what? I don't use a dishwasher either.
I'd rather wash everything by hand and make sure it's really great. Like I said, storage, and then because the freezer is so small, I've had to go out and buy a separate freezer. My boyfriend and I, we do like smoothies. We buy all the fruits and freeze them, so that's what that was for. Living room is decent, but it's just my son and I.
Perfect.
It is. It has its perks. Especially living upstairs, you don't have anyone to deal with, like, above you. Living downstairs, you know, you hear the tram playing and whatever else. And then
You got the private patio.
we do.
And are you out here hanging out? Do you utilize it?
During the wintertime, when it cools off, it's too hot right now.
It's countdown in it. It's
is.
almost that time.
It is. I'm so excited. Everyone kind of keeps to themselves here, so you don't have like, she doesn't come outside, so it's okay. This is the first bedroom.
Okay. Oh, it's a 2-bedroom.
It is a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. Yeah. They don't have studios here or 1 bedrooms. They have 2, 3, and 4 bedrooms. They decided to get rid of closet doors as it was too expensive to fix, I guess. So they keep the curtains, which is fine. The closet space isn't like fantastic. I use the other one too. And then nice little bathroom.
So we got a full 1 bath.
And then we have my son's room.
Awesome.
Use that. He
All
likes
right.
it dark. I like it dark. Everyone thinks the rooms are small, but you gotta work with what you got.
To be honest with you, it's kind of like an average size bedroom, you know.
And then same thing. You've got toys galore in here, but it's not horrible. You have to make it work, but it's a decent space. You gotta work with what you got.
Right, definitely.
There's people that have moved in and, oh, my king size bed isn't gonna fit. Well, you gotta make it work. I don't know what to tell you. It's comfortable for us.
It's doing what it need to do.
Yeah.
And you made it home.
Yeah, I haven't lived here very long. Like I said, these are income-based apartments for people that are at rock bottom and that need that help to get on their feet, where you're not paying as much for rent, and here all utilities are included. And
it's a stepping stone.
yes, this is a resource, you know, to get back on your feet, to get somewhere. But like I said, you don't want to be here forever. Like example, mine is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, and you can't make over $23,000 a year, and that's just for me and my son. And if you make more than that, obviously you don't qualify. But each unit is different based on the floor plan, how many rooms they have, how many kids are living with you, how many incomes you have. It all varies depending on your status. So there's people that live here that are on Social Security, disability, and there's like a 3-bedroom on the back. They pay like $600. I pay $821. So which isn't bad, but all utilities are included. They do have 2 laundry mats on site. They have a swimming pool. They have a playground and a basketball court.
Can you show me this stuff?
Absolutely.
Is it cool?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Everybody kind of takes to themselves. I know that here, she's got 4 vacant apartments that are, she's looking to get filled. So usually the wait list is about 2 years.
Wow.
But because she's got these vacancies right now, she's trying to get them filled as quickly as possible. So there's people that are calling in, so when you need to move in, she'll get them in sooner than usually the waiting list, because she's put in the red zone for having so many vacant apartments.
Oh, okay. So she has to get them filled.
Yes.
So you guys get a pool?
We get a pool. This
Barbecue?
is the north laundry. This is the north laundry room. This is the one I use. The playground and the other laundry room is on the other side.
So, and I'm seeing solar panels.
Yes, everything is work off solar panels here. We all run off of the same AC unit. So if my AC goes out, everybody's AC goes out. Every building has solar panels.
All right. How many swimming pools do you guys have?
Just the one.
You know what's funny? No one ever do anyone use your pool?
Yep.
Do you? Okay.
Somebody used it yesterday.
Had the barbecues going. I see you got the barbecue grills.
Yeah.
This is a cool area right here too. We got the picnic tables and whatnot.
Yep. They just put up new awnings.
So
to at least give some shade. We aren't allowed to have our own grills on our patios. We strictly can only use these ones, or you cook inside, just for safety hazard.
Yeah, just for.
This complex is state funded or state ran, so we have to follow their rules and regulations.
Nice. I'm liking this.
It's decent, you know. But like I said, I don't want to live here forever.
So is there some riffraff?
Yes.
Okay. So the riffraff, is the riffraff people generally that live here, or is it people that don't live here?
A little bit of both. Like there's people that we had just walked by that get into some shenanigans, and then we've got this bottom apartment. They got evicted for making mess with their kitchen too.
Making what?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
If you mess up with your with the property, or you know, get kicked out, evicted or something, doesn't that hurt you if you need the service again?
Yes. So if you are evicted and you're getting state funding, like Section 8, HUD housing, CAP office, and if you mess up, she notifies them and lets them know, hey, you can't, you cannot get assistance. I think it's 2 years.
Okay.
You have to wait 2 years to get assistance. So we got the basketball court here and a playground. We got a community room and we have a gym. The community room and the gym, they're only open during business hours, which is 9 to 5 or 8 to 5. So to the left,
hey,
it's small, but it works for a lot of the people. Get your gym on, mirrors. I believe if you want to use weights, you have to ask the office for them. They just don't keep them in here. You have to rent them.
Rent them out or whatever. Yeah. Oh, I see a computer lab.
All the computers are connected to the Wi-Fi already.
Okay.
The internet. You can print, you can scan.
Come on. This is super cool.
Yeah.
This is cool, man. They're setting folks up for success. Like, you have all the resources to succeed if you know.
Yes. They want you to do good.
Right.
And they're providing you the resources.
Yeah. I mean, even if for your kids, like if you fall on tough times, And like you're saying, if you don't have Wi-Fi, you don't got a computer at home.
Yeah.
You know, your kids can come here and they could do their homework here.
Yeah. Monday through Friday, help yourself.
Yeah.
You know.
And even now, like, dude, you could be in here. I could be in here editing the video.
Yeah. This is the community room.
Thank you. Hey.
So you can do parties in here. All they request is that you pick up after yourself. They've got a TV. They used to have gaming systems, and I don't know if they have them anymore.
Okay.
They've got games. You can cook. You can use the fridge at your own, your own personal use.
Wow. You can come out. You can come here, cook whenever you feel like it. Use the fridge.
A lot of people, they throw parties in here, birthday parties, and then they'll go over to the pool and swim. But they don't want everybody in their house, especially with COVID going on.
Right.
They want to be able to keep that.
When COVID was really going on, this was all shut down.
Everything was shut down. We couldn't. Even the playground was taped off. The pool was taped off. They changed the locks. We couldn't go in them. Finally having everything open up and being back to normal.
Yeah.
It makes you feel a lot better. We can go across to the other one.
Okay.
I've honestly never been in the other one, so I have no idea what's up. So that's the south laundromat right there.
Okay.
For the people that obviously live on these sides. Everyone gets along for the most part. Like I said, everyone tries to keep to themselves and not cause any havoc, but they maintain everything. Like you can only have patio furniture on your patios. So this is another community room. Arts and crafts and all that. It's interesting. I've never been in here, didn't even know it existed, to be honest with you. The office is only open Monday through Friday. We're not open on the weekends. She's here 8 to 5. If you want to put in an application, you have to come in person, and nothing is online. Okay. So to come here and import. How long does it take for the whole process of it? It just depends on how fast they can get the information. Okay. Because she has to send over like verification of employment. And what else? You have to provide like pay stubs and everything else. It all depends. Proof of income, whatever, however you get your income, whether it's SSI or whatever the case. I know, like for the people that get disability or Social Security, they have to get a new letter every year. We don't have assigned parking here. I don't know. Oh, not even the cover isn't assigned? Okay. Each apartment they're allowed two spots. How does this work? Okay, so a person gets approved. Okay. But they have more people living with them. She's got a thing in there in the office where we don't have studios, but 1 bedroom, they're allowed up to 3 people. 2 bedroom, they're up to 5 people, and 3 bedrooms, you're allowed up to 7 people. Everyone has to go on the lease. Okay. And even if there's minors that are on the lease that work, you have to provide that income. You cannot throw that income out like it doesn't exist. She tries to work with you the best that she can. You know, that's gonna fit your budget. I know every year the rent does go up a little bit because it is state housing, and I don't know how that part works. So when I moved in, my rent was $776. Okay. And then it went up last year, and now I'm at $821. At $821. Okay. But I don't think that's horrible. Right. You know, like. It's not the worst. I mean, you know, I've seen more. I've seen people paying more, and then I also seen them paying more for less. Yes. You know, yes. I mean, so like where I lived before on 59th and Bethany, I was paying like $1,300 for rent. It was a 2 bedroom, 2 bath. My utilities weren't included, but it was just a crappy place to live. Right. Like office management, they didn't care. Like if something broke, they're like you wait like 2-3 months before it's fixed. Right. And this isn't the best area. But everyone kind of keeps an eye out for each other. Yeah. If something happens, like for example, across the street and those ones, they are income based like ours. Okay. They have all utilities included, but they have no AC. They've been no AC for years. Holy smoke. So if you look, everyone's got swamp coolers. Yep. In their apartments because management will not fix their AC to let it run for the units. Wow. So, no? No, 135. No, no.
Jennifer, you speak Spanish.
I do. I have 2 older kids. I have a 10-year-old and I have an almost 9-year-old. And their dad is Hispanic.
Okay.
And his family never wanted to learn English. I was super young when I had the kids.
Okay.
I was 18, turning 19. And they would understand what I'm saying, but they would never translate that.
Okay.
So I figured I'm young enough, I'm gonna pick up on this and I'm gonna pick on it quick. So between his family, working at like Jack in the Box or fast food, whatever, I picked up on it.
Okay.
So here I am 10 years later.
Hey.
And it's a good trait to have,
Yeah.
especially here.
Yeah.
And people don't realize that.
So how many children do you have?
I have 3.
3 kids.
I have a 10-year-old, almost 9-year-old, and my son just turned 6. But my older 2, they stay with my aunt. When I had them, I was young. I was super young. I dropped out of high school. I was like, whatever, I'm gonna do what I want.
What grade?
12th. I was supposed to graduate in May, and then my birthday's in December, and I dropped out as soon as I turned 18.
Okay.
So, had my 2 kids, and the relationship with their dad turned abusive. He was never home. He was always on drugs. Like, I just couldn't.
Were you guys high school sweethearts?
No, we met at Burger King.
Did you?
Both were. I was working at Jack in the Box and Burger King to try to make it. And I met him at Burger King, and he was a year older than I was. I got pregnant with my oldest, and that's when his demeanor changed. He was never home. I was like, great. And had my oldest. The day I had my oldest, he was like sprung out on whatever. I was like, all right, whatever. I'm still gonna be a mom. I don't pick and choose. And then we got into a physical altercation, and he ended up going to Homeland Security for 3 months. They released him here. Got pregnant with my second one, and then he started having like gang members come by. They shot up the apartment. His family, his mom and dad lived like 4 apartments down. They didn't live that far. They called CPS, thinking that if CPS was involved, that they were gonna get their citizenship here if they got custody of my kids, and it doesn't work that way. Probably about a month or 2 later, my apartment was shot up again, and by that point, Phoenix PD called DCS, and they were like, "You need to place your kids with somebody." So they've lived with my aunt ever since.
Okay.
Because then his family was threatening to take my kids to Mexico. I would never see them again, and they severed my rights like that. It wasn't even up for deliberation, nothing. I wasn't working. I couldn't even pay rent. Like, I tried my best. But a lot of people look at it as, oh, you gave up. I didn't give up on my kids. But I knew I couldn't give them the life that they deserved.
Right.
So they've lived with my aunt ever since. I see them, try to see them once a month, but when COVID hit, it prolonged it for 6, 7, 8 months at a time. And that was hard. But they know who I am. They know that they have a little brother. So I try to be as optimistic as it. But I don't have any regrets. Because they get to experience things that I couldn't give them. You know, they travel out of state all the time. You know, they go to a really good school. I'm grateful. And I don't want anyone to ever judge me that I had another kid. I just wasn't ready to have kids. And here I was, I had 2 kids, and both were under the age of 1.
Right.
And that was rough.
And you were under 20 at the time with 2 kids.
Yeah.
Under the age of 1.
I feel like I still get judged for it.
Are they in state?
They are.
Okay.
They live on the east side of town.
Okay.
They live in like Gilbert, Chandler area.
Do you have a desire to get them back?
I do.
How is it? How does it? Is it working with your aunt? Is they like trying to, no, we're not giving them back type deal?
No. We've never had that type of relationship. It's always been open.
Okay.
Always been open to seeing them. It's never been open to the point where they can come stay the night, but it's always.
Why not?
It's just their wishes, which is fine.
Yeah, you cool with that?
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I mean, they've lived with them ever since they were babies. That I don't want to mess up their flow of life. been acclimated with them. They know them really well. They know them better than I know them because I only see them once a month, you know? So they know that I'm their mom. They don't know who their dad is, which is fine. When he got deported and he ripped somebody off in Mexico and they shot and killed him in Mexico.
Wow. Some cartel type stuff?
Probably.
Yeah.
Because he was doing the same stuff here. Everything happens for a reason. But my kids know that I love them and that, you know, I would do anything for them.
Yeah.
We celebrate birthdays together, holidays. We try to do as much together as possible. But I don't have, like I said, I don't have regrets. That doesn't mean I don't want my kids or I don't love them. I just want them to have a better life than what I could have given them. And then I have a 6-year-old from another relationship, and me and his dad, we co-parent the best that we can. I never fell short of doing drugs or God, but it runs in my family.
Okay.
Both of my brothers are drug addicts. Both my parents are drug addicts. I beat myself up so hard.
Well, I see that you're working. I see that you're working your way out. You know.
Yeah, like I said, this isn't where I want to live forever. I want to have a house. I want to be able to have a backyard where my kid can go play. You know, I see people here, like for example, at this McDonald's. There's nothing but drug addicts. Like my brother used to hang out there, and I didn't live that far, but I would see him, and I have pictures from like he would set up camp in like a tree. Like you can't want that for yourself. And I'm the baby in the family, and pushing like 32. Torres hasn't had a job since he was 18.
Wow.
That's when he started his drug life, and then started his drug life, and my dad's the one that introduced them to the drugs. And I'm just like, why?
How did you avoid it?
I got put up for adoption.
Did you?
We had my uncle. He raped and molested my cousins when they were younger, but then my cousins molested me, and it came to light, and they were like, no, and I'm the only girl in my family. They're like, you have to be removed. So I got removed. I got put into a foster home.
How long did it? What age were you when that started?
About 4.
Wow. Do you have memories of it and
Yes.
stuff like that?
Yes.
So
Even till this day, like there's times where I have dreams and I'm like, screw you.
Yeah.
So it's really hard because I don't want to feel that way, and I don't want to have that hate and negativity, but I can't like let it go. I don't know how to let it go.
Right.
My boyfriend's like, let it go. I'm like, I can't. So I got put in a foster home, and then I lived with my aunt and uncle from my mom's side for about a year, and my uncle had a massive heart attack, and they told me that I needed to be placed somewhere else. So I got placed in another foster home.
You're how old?
7. And then they didn't want to deal with the issues at hand that I had, like separation anxiety. I was always depressed, whatever. And then I got placed with my adopted mom, and I thought that was just a temporary home, and I ended up getting adopted like August that year.
Okay.
So it worked out really well. As I got older, I was probably 14, I started running away. I wanted to be with my family, even though I knew that they weren't the best option for me. They were, you know, negative energies, negative souls, like it was just bad. And my mom kind of got tired of it, and she was like, pushing me back into the system. And that made it really hard as to, you adopted me to take care of me and any obstacle that came with it. And then I started running away and you got tired of it. And you were like, here you go. So I lived in the system till I was about 16 or 17. I lived back with my aunt and uncle, the one that had the massive heart attack. And I lived there till I was 18, and then I dropped out of high school and did my own thing. But I look back now, and like, if I would have lived with like my biological side of my family, I would have been screwed. I'm pretty sure I would have been suckered in somehow. But I also know, like, I'm really strong-willed in that aspect, that I see what it did to my parents, and I didn't want that for myself, especially because I have kids. My kids don't deserve that. People don't see that.
I think you did a good job. You know, you had a lot coming at you fast.
I did.
You know, and then you hit 18, and then you're out on your own, but with 2 kids.
And you know, the shitty part about it, the situation was, like, I tried to ask my family for help. Like, my adopted mom was like, help me. And she was like, no. She, like, closed the door. I think it was more, like, she was at fear for herself. And she didn't want to put my sister, she was adopted as well. She didn't want to put her in harm's way. Because, like, he knew where we lived, where my mom lived. And I kind of understand it, but at the same time, I felt like if I had that extra help, I would still have my kids, you know? So I feel like I got let down. And that's hard for me to let go of a lot of things. And it's also, I have to protect my kid. You know, he doesn't know who my mom and my dad are. He doesn't know who. So I'm like, well, perfect. But I don't want my kid to grow up and see and deal with things that I have to go through. It's gonna be okay, you know?
Alright, well.
It was nice meeting you, talking with you. We could talk all day. Shit.
So, thank you, Jennifer.
Yep, you're
Thanks
welcome.
for having me over.
It was nice meeting you.
And,
I'll keep you updated if I find anything else, though.
Alright.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Bye, guys.
This your man, Big Super, over and out. If you're first time on this channel I do everything Arizona. So if that's the type of content that you're interested in, make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you get notified every time I drop a video. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you really like it, make sure you share the video. Over and out. Holla at your boy. Peace.
I'm thinking of